Good evening. My name is Alicia, and we are at the premiere of Heights of Deception at Dasha Barbers in Louisville, Kentucky. I have with me Kenneth, one of the main cast members, and we're going to ask him some questions. You ready?
Yeah, let's get it.
So, what do you hope the audience walks away feeling after watching the pilot?
Well, I hope they strap their seats in first because it's going to be a whole lot to take in. So they're going to have to sit in and take back a whole lot. It's going to be a whole lot to digest at one time.
Okay. If you had to sum up your character's journey in the pilot with one word, what would you give it?
My pilot in this, the journey I would say is I'm definitely have a whole lot of growth just because I'm frustrated all the time. So it takes a whole lot to deal with my wife.
Okay. Did you take any inspiration from real life, from people around you, or stories to be able to, fulfill your role?
What I took away would be just me not being with somebody that's gonna frustrate my life for one.
Okay,
So
period.
if I can find somebody that's gonna not complicate things, that would be my takeaway.
Okay, yes. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. Can't wait to see what you do in the show. Bye. Hey, y'all. We are with Brianna, another main cast member of Heights of Deception. So we're going to ask her a couple of questions. How does it feel to be a part of a show with so many twists and turns?
It feels like I'm in all these twists and turns and creating a lot of drama. So it's exciting and you never know what's going to happen.
What was the most challenging scene to shoot in the pilot?
Oh, the most challenging scene to shoot was, I felt like the brunch scene, catching my ex and being with my husband. So that was kind of challenging.
You got to wait to see the episode for that, okay? How would you describe the show in one word?
Mystery.
Okay, we like that. Leave a little mystery for the people. Okay, well, thanks so much. I'm so excited to see you in the show. Thanks for stopping by to the red carpet.
Thank you guys.
All right. Good evening. We have another cast member, Sydney.
Hi.
And we are going to ask her a couple of questions. So, what makes Heights of Deception stand out from other dramas?
Well, first of all, I love the fact that it's middle class
Oh, okay.
African Americans. Goodness, and showing problems that you can really relate to and connect to on a daily basis. And I feel like that with a lot, just on average, goodness, I'm trying to get my words together. I just feel like African Americans, on average, tend to live in that middle class realm, but you don't see as much of themselves on TV. So we'll get to see those things and problems that they might also have and get to watch and see how it plays out on TV.
Okay. What's one thing about your character the audience won't see coming?
If I tell you, they'd see it.
Period. Cannot tell. You gotta watch. Okay, next question. If you had to describe your character in 3 words, what would they be?
Flirty, ambitious,
Okay.
beautiful.
Period. This might be my favorite character. Can't wait to see you in the show.
Thank you.
Thank you for stopping by the red carpet, girl.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
We have Jaden, another cast member of Heights of Deception with us. Say hey. I'm going to ask him a couple of questions. So, what's the most exciting part about sharing the pilot tonight?
The most exciting part is actually being with everyone that I work with to seeing how it will come together. I want to see how the editing is. It's kind of satisfying when you watch yourself on film, after working on it.
Yeah, that's so cool. So, what's one word you would use to describe Heights of Deception?
Dramatic.
Dramatic. Okay.
It's very dramatic because you got so much stuff going on with me and Andre bickering, and then you got Miles and Andre. They don't even know that they're brothers. So.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're giving away too much. I got to watch the show. Okay. What's one moment in the pilot that you can't wait for the audience to see?
When I went off on my mom.
Oh, okay. Not going off on the mama. Okay. Sounds like y'all got to see it. Okay. Well, I'm so glad you stopped by the red carpet. Can't wait to see you in the film. Good evening. We have Cameron, another cast member of Heights of Deception with us. And I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, okay? What's been the most rewarding part of working on Heights of Deception?
I say more so the support and the love we're getting from all the cast members and then everybody that's watching and tuning in. Because we're doing something special and we're trying to build. So it's definitely been good.
Okay, that's good. What do you think will hook audiences in the first episode?
I think just the balance of everybody's relationships, because we all have everything that we're going through on a daily basis, and you're going to get to see that throughout, this episode and what to look forward to.
Okay. If you could give your character one piece of advice, what would it be?
I think stay patient. It's a lot of things he's dealing with, a lot of things that's going on, and he just had to get his mind clear and his mind focused and ready for what's coming.
Okay. Well, thank y'all. Y'all heard it here first. Make sure you watch Heights of Deception. Thank you for coming to the red carpet. Good evening. We have Toby with us. We are going to ask him some questions. How does it feel to finally premiere Heights of Deception tonight?
Feels really good. It's my first ever, film that I've ever acted in, so it's a big deal for me. And my girlfriend's here, so it's a pretty big deal.
Period. Put your girl on. Okay.
Yeah.
What was the most intense or emotional scene you filmed?
Probably the one where I was speaking with the guidance counselor, John. And it was a pretty emotional moment because I was talking about my mom and how much her death affected me and
You're giving
everything.
too much away for the
Yeah.
show.
Oh,
They
I'm
gotta
so sorry.
watch
I'm so
it.
sorry.
They
I'm
gotta
so
watch
sorry.
it.
Sorry.
I'm just playing, but it was an emotional scene.
Yeah,
Okay,
it was,
okay.
yeah.
What's the one thing you're most excited for the audience to see tonight?
I guess the whole show. It's the first episode and hopefully the first episode of many more. And so I'm pretty happy for that.
Well, thank you so much for coming down to the red carpet.
Of course.
Look forward to seeing you in the show.
Of course. Thank you, guys.
Good evening. We are here with John, another cast member of Heights of Deception. What's your favorite thing about your character?
My favorite thing about my character? Well, I think my favorite thing about my character is that I'm kind of like a father figure to the character that plays Andre. And I really like that because I'm a father, and just being able to pour into the young people and be able to mentor them. And I was able to get that vibe, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And it just felt good to be able to be like a father figure and to really be able to give advice and really to be able to help the young people come along.
Yeah, you have real life experiences.
Real life experiences, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, what scene stood out to you in filming?
Oh man, I would say probably the number one scene that stood out to me was there was a scene where my character, Thomas, and Andre, we had like a one-on-one moment, and we were talking about, life, about his, I don't want to get a story away, but...
Yeah, don't get a story away.
Don't get a story away.
Yeah.
But it was a moving scene. It was really emotional. I thought about some of my experiences, and I guess he thought about some of his as well. And so that was one of my favorite scenes. It was really...
Was it the counseling session?
It was the counseling
Yes,
session.
Andre gave it away in his interview. So
Oh, he gave it
yeah,
away?
y'all be ready for that one when y'all watch it, okay?
Yeah, it's tight.
What do you imagine from your character in future episodes?
Good question.
Thank you.
So, so what I imagine of seeing my character in future episodes is being showing more of that father love, more of that mentorship, I won't say big brother, but just being there for the young people. A little older with it, like you mentioned, having experience, wisdom, and I want to be able to pour that into some of the kids that are coming up.
Oh, okay.
Just, show them by example, and just being transparent with them, because I know with my character, I probably have some faults as well. So I want to let them know, like, hey, before you go down that wrong way, this is the path you need to take.
Yeah.
So they won't hit their head and do kind of being proactive with them.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love that. Well, I'm so excited to see your character in the show. I want to thank you so much for coming by to the red carpet.
Well, thank you. It was a
You're
pleasure.
welcome. Have a great night.
You as well. Thank you.
Good evening. We have our Selena here with us. Hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
How has your journey from script to screen been for you?
Ooh, my character has just been going through the drama. At first I thought, she had a little attitude, but my goodness, she's kind of selfish, girl. I don't know. I'm about to bring some love into her some kind of way, something.
Okay.
But I love it.
You love it? Okay.
Yes.
What was the most intense or emotional scene you filmed?
Like I said, she has a drama, so me and my daughter going through it, that was tough. And then I done went off with my brother.
Oh, okay. Family drama.
Family drama.
Okay, that was tough.
A mess.
Okay. Can you give us a little insight into your characters, role in their story? But you can't, not too much away, but just a little bit.
Well, she's all independent. She can do everything, but sometimes she doesn't do the best because she's just trying to put too much together and do it all on her own. So it's kind of like the struggles of letting your family in and, just kind of had some loss. But, she's still a fashionista and trying to do it. So.
Oh, yes. I'm so excited to see her. Okay, I'm so excited.
Danielle.
Period. Thank you. Thanks for coming to the red carpet. Can't wait to see you in the film. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Okay, y'all, we are saving the best for last. The writer of the show, Dwayne Nunley Jr., is here with us, and we're going to ask him a couple questions about his film series. What inspired the story behind Heights of Deception?
So what inspired it was, got with one of my friends, we started talking about it, and then it started coming to life where I was getting ideas from both of our lives and started to just put characters and storylines and developed, a show out of it.
Okay. How did you develop the characters and their intricate relationships?
So when I was doing the families, I kind of just started writing, characters. The first boys to start off, like me and the friend, and then I started developing, a parent, siblings, and then that's how I just went on making the families.
Okay. How much of the full story arc did you plan before writing the pilot?
I actually wrote the whole series, and then we went back and wrote the pilot, just getting feedback from other table reads and other people that had input. So a lot of it was improved on the pilot as well as reworking the series.
Was there any real life event influence in the plot of the show?
A lot of scenarios or things that the characters do are real life, as far as playing tennis, trying to be a travel agent. I'm not a fashion designer, but I like, nice clothes. Some things came from my brother, as far as he likes networking. I don't even know how it happened, but his middle name is in the show. And so just a story of life.
What about your sister?
Well, she's not. Well, there's something in there that she does travel-wise, things like that. So.
Okay, we'll see. Well, what do you want to tell them about where, how they can support the show or how they can possibly see it in the future? What would you like to share?
Well, we want to look for, people to help and support in the city of Louisville, Louisville actors, Louisville places. So looking just to make it like, a series and a dream that's come true that I never thought would ever happen.
Yes, so if you know anybody that is, wanting or helping to support the Heights of Deception in Louisville, Kentucky, tell them to come on down, okay, and help us out. But thank you all so much for coming down to the red carpet, and I can't wait to see your project on full screen.
Thank you.
You're welcome.